Hey everyone, welcome back to STEM at the Library. My name is Lauren and I am super excited to have you here with me today. So before we get started, I have a very important question to ask you. Do you like to draw? Yeah? Me too. Okay, I have another very important question for you. What if you could build a robot that would draw for you? Sounds pretty cool, huh? Well, for today's project, we are going to do just that. We are going to build our very own artbot. What's an artbot, you might ask? Well, an artbot is a robot that has markers for legs that wobble across a piece of paper, creating drawings as it moves. You can even customize your artbot to change how it draws. How cool is that? This project doesn't need to cost a lot because you can mostly use items from your home. For example, you are going to need a body for your robot. For this, you can use any kind of small container, such as a plastic cup, a snack can, or a condiment container. Today, we will be using a 16-ounce plastic cup, but feel free to get creative. This is going to be your own artbot. You are also going to need 2 AA batteries, a AA battery holder, a 3-volt DC motor, wire, 1 cork, 1 popsicle stick, 3 to 4 markers depending on the size of your robot body, double-sided tape or glue, electrical tape, a hobby knife, scissors, pieces of paper, or a piece of poster board. And if you happen to have arts and crafts materials to decorate your robot, you can grab those too. Okay, let's get started. First, you're going to grab your battery holder and make sure that the switch is turned to off. Remove the cover and insert 2 AA batteries into the holder. Make sure the plus signs on the batteries line up with the plus signs in the holder. Slide the cover back on until it clicks in place. Grab your cork and motor. Press the cork onto the motor shaft as shown here. Make sure that your cork is a little off center. Your cork and motor should look like this. Now grab your wires and carefully connect them to your motor. You are going to want to twist the exposed metal wire of your black wire and twist it around one of the terminals on the motor. Then you will do the same with the red wire on the other terminal. Grab 2 small pieces of electrical tape and secure your wires. This is how your motor should look. For this next step, adult supervision or assistance is required. Take your hobby knife and carefully cut 3 small holes in the top of your robot body. I measured my cup and marked where I wanted to cut the holes in advance. Now thread the motor wires through the 2 outer holes you just created. This is important. There is a motor shaft that sticks out of your motor, as shown here. Make sure this lines up with the center hole so it can spin freely. Put 2 pieces of double-sided tape or glue on either side of the holes and press your motor firmly onto the tape or glue. Make sure you do not accidentally tape or glue the back of your motor shaft. Take the red wire from the motor and the red wire from your battery holder and tightly twist those exposed metal ends together. Then, tightly twist the exposed metal ends of the black wires together. Grab 2 small pieces of electrical tape and wrap them around the twisted wire connections you just created. Now you are going to put a piece of double-sided tape on your battery holder. It should be placed on the opposite side of the on-off switch. Tape your battery holder to the inside of your robot body. Make sure the on-off switch is facing towards the open part of your container so you can reach it easily. Now it's time to grab your markers because we are going to tape them to the sides of your robot body. Try your best to space them evenly. If you would like to decorate your artbot, grab those arts and crafts supplies. Grab your popsicle stick and tape it to the cork as shown here. Place your artbot on a piece of paper or your piece of poster board. Remove the caps from your markers. It's time to start drawing. Turn the power switch to the on position and make sure that the spinning popsicle stick doesn't hit your hand. You should see the popsicle stick start to spin, causing your artbot to wobble and move around. How cool is that? Some things to know just in case your artbot didn't work as planned. If your motor does not spin, check to see if your wires came loose. You may need to tightly retwist them. Also, pieces may fall off since your artbot is wobbling around. No worries, just turn the switch off and retape the parts to your robot. If you find that your artbot is wobbling too much and constantly falling over, try moving the popsicle stick so that it is more centered on the cork. So how does it work? Your artbot uses this small electric motor to move. A motor is a rotating machine that transforms electrical energy into mechanical energy. However, the motor requires electricity. Do you know what provides electricity to your motor? The batteries. A battery is an energy source that supplies electricity for the motor, which then converts the electricity into power. When you connect the batteries to the motor, you complete something called an electrical circuit. This is what allows the motor to spin. Any idea what causes the motor to vibrate? If you said the cork and the popsicle stick, then you are correct. This off-center weight attached to the motor is what makes it vibrate, and this vibration causes your robot to wobble across your paper. Want to hear something really cool? The technology you just built is the same technology that makes cell phones and video game controllers vibrate. Inside these devices, you will find little spinning motors with weights attached. Pretty cool, huh? Now you can have fun experimenting with different designs, shapes, and even materials. Try testing how the weight attached to the motor affects your artbot's movement. What do you think will happen when the popsicle stick is perfectly centered? What happens when it is way off center? Does it move faster? Slower? Does it move in crazy directions? As always, we would love to know. So please feel free to send an email to lsands@car.org and tell us about your experience building your own artbot. Or better yet, come see us at the library and tell us all about it. Thanks again for joining us for STEM at the Library. We look forward to experimenting more with you every Monday at 2. Keep exploring.